welcome back on this Wallet Wednesday. In less than a week, March 23rd marks 1 year since Oregon Governor Kate Brown launched her Stay Home, Save Lives campaign.
It coincides with another anniversary, one that hit Wall Street and everyone at home hard. Joining us live right now to explain and to go over the top economic lessons learned is Samantha Pahlow from Ferguson, Wellman. Thanks for joining us, Samantha. Good to see you.
Good morning. Nice to see you both.
Yeah, and so, one of the first things that happened when this all happened, that toilet paper shortage.
Oh, that's right.
So what lessons did consumers learn since then?
Boy, gosh, I can remember that like it was yesterday. People really found out just how complex and interconnected our global economy is and supply chains are. We're all so used to being able to pull up our Amazon app and order something and feel confident that it will be here maybe in a few hours, but certainly within a couple of days, or that we can walk into a grocery store and we'll know that the shelves will be stocked with products and plenty of them in different brands. So COVID was really, it brought it home to everyone that the supply chains that we take for granted are quite complex, and pandemics and other crises can disrupt them in ways that we didn't realize.
Oh, absolutely. I think some of the uncertainty in our day-to-day lives was certainly felt, but then there was also this economic uncertainty in the stock market too. So as an investment advisor, what were your clients worried about this time last year?
Yeah, if you think back to early 2020, there was really a general sense of optimism. We had a strong economy, good fundamentals, financially and across the board. And we were in the 11th year of the expansion post the 2008 great financial crisis. So COVID was a huge shock, and a lot of investors were feeling fear and panic, frankly, as the reality of the situation set in. It was crucial for us as investment advisors to remind our clients really about the long-term lessons of the market and the long-term plan for their portfolio. Portfolios, if properly designed, are done and designed that way to survive corrections and recessions. So one silver lining of going through a correction or a bear market like this is that there is no better way to stress test your portfolio and your personal tolerance for risk. So looking back to March, it's a good time now to ask yourself, how did I respond? Did I panic and sell out of my portfolio? If you did, then your allocation was a little too risky and you should have something a little more conservative. If you were nauseous and losing sleep, but you stayed the course, you still might have an allocation that's a bit too aggressive, because this was an incredibly short bear market and recovery, and something longer might have broken you. So make sure you ask yourself, how did I handle it last year? And should I readjust my allocation now that the markets are recovered?
Yeah. Will there be any lingering effect on the economy like what we saw after 2008?
There will be effects, but nothing like what we saw in 2008. It's helpful to keep in mind some of the big differences between the 2008 great financial crisis and what happened in 2020. 2008 was an internal crisis. It was a structural excess within our financial system that then reverberated out and affected large swaths of the economy and large assets on bank balance sheets. It's part of why that gained so much speed and was so damaging. COVID-19, on the other hand, is an external crisis. It's a health crisis that, of course, does have economic impact and shook investor confidence because of fear and lack of certainty as to exactly how we would come through this. But in 2020, many companies were able to transition large portions of their workforce to work from home, which helped isolate the layoffs to the most affected industries like hospitality and travel. And we also had the government responding very quickly with stimulus that helped keep our economy functioning so that we could work on solutions and move towards a more healthy economy quickly.
Yeah, I know 2008 was so recent in everyone's minds. It's good to hear that there are some differences this time. Hopefully we'll see that economic recovery here in the not too distant future. Well, Samantha, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate the insight from Ferguson Wellman this morning.